Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. I'm Jack, and in this video I'm going to begin a new video series on the channel that I'm not going to neglect, called From a Casual's Perspective. The goal of this series is to analyze new and old games that I'll play and try to find out if it could be for casual players in relatively short 5 to 8 minute videos. We'll be going through games of different genres and see their pros and cons for the average person looking to find a game that they can enjoy for maybe 30 minutes to a few hours, whether it be after they come home from their job or maybe they're coming back from class at school. I've set in place a list of 5 questions that each game I analyze will need to go over. Those questions will include: number 1, is this game fun? This is the simplest question, but it can also be the most difficult to answer at the same time. Number 2, is this something that could be played casually? You're coming off of work or school and you've only got maybe an hour or two to play. Should this game be the choice for those short hours of freedom, or is this something that requires too much dedication to get enjoyment out of? Number 3, is there enough content in this game for a casual player? Things like a story mode, multiplayer, special extra modes, a training mode, secrets and Easter eggs to find and discover, and overall things to just earn regularly. Number 4, can the enjoyment of the game be interrupted? And is that by the individuals that play it or by design?
Are you fucking serious? No, okay. No, fuck. Oh.
Number 5, is the game worth its price? Obviously, there could be a plethora of things that you can ask about what makes a great game for casual players. I personally find these to be the main reasons I'll choose to play a game casually, so that's what I'm mostly going to stick to for these videos. Of course, this is an opinion-based series, so if you disagree with my points, then please tell me what you think about the games that we go over in the comments section. I really want to know what other people think about the games that I play. And to start this series off, I'm going to begin with the newest installation in the Call of Duty franchise, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Let's do this.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's right! Oh, that's right! Yeah, baby, yeah! All right!
Your work is appreciated. Well done.
Oh no, 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 no! No, no, no!
2022. I think this can be said pretty openly that this game, from what it has right now, can't be considered fun. The stuff that you can do to have any sort of fun in this game is stuff that has been in several COD games for years now. It could be from things as simple as going on a high kill streak to screwing around with the opposing team's players by using things like a riot shield. The amount of enjoyable things to do in this game have been in the franchise's formula for years. And if anything, it's less satisfying now than ever to try and attempt to have fun in a COD than previous ones. I will say that early on, when you first experience this game, you might have a little sense of enjoyment, mainly because everything is slightly new, but that enjoyment will not last long. I think that this game can be fun for maybe your first few hours, or hopefully first few days, but after that, all the BS will start to pour in. The skill-based matchmaking, the toxic playstyles, the meta weapons being the only thing you'll see in matches. All these things will drag the fun of the game right out of your hands and down the shitter immediately. So is this game fun? No. Most would probably agree that this game might not be the best choice for somebody to play casually. I think that if you were to come home from a long day at work or school, and you're feeling tired and just want to wind down with some game time for a little bit, then this game would probably do the complete opposite to you. Instead of being something you can chill out with and just play to have an okay time before you have to do anything else with your day, it'll most likely aggravate you and make you feel like you're wasting your time. And that is what I find to be the key issue in this question. With having limited time to play games, this game in particular would probably be one of the least ideal choices out of so many other options that are probably available to you. This game definitely requires an absurd amount of effort and dedication in order to make it worth the short amount of time you may have. So, no, I don't think that this game should be something that is played casually. At least it shouldn't be the first choice of game that you look to play. I absolutely think that there's a decent amount of content here for anyone that is casually playing the game. There is a story mode that I believe to be pretty decent, and a good amount of people would agree that it's pretty good, and worth the time it takes to complete it too. The multiplayer is jam-packed with a lot of things to earn, and though the progression in terms of rank or level is limited to 55 without any prestige option, there is still a lot to earn. That's through camos, with there being around 180 of them, a shit ton of attachments, and a decent starting amount of weapons to earn. There is a Spec Ops mode that in this game is a 2-player cooperative mission-based mode, with currently only 3 missions available at launch. It's said that there is going to be more missions included later in content updates for this game, including what they refer to as raids, which would be very interesting to see in the future. But for right now, I think this mode is pretty small. As for anything related to practice or training, there is a firing range option in your custom class menu, which can allow you to set up weapons and test them out before you take them into a match, which is pretty useful. I'm sure there's plenty of Easter eggs or secrets that you can find in every single mode, but I don't think that there is enough found yet to be said about them. Regardless, yes, there is enough content here for any casual player to get their fill. Without a doubt in mind, the enjoyment of the game can and will be interrupted in most play sessions. And unfortunately, that is thanks to both the player base and the design of the game itself. The problem is that those two go hand in hand. This game and the way it plays was designed to entice players of all playstyles. At least that's how it feels whenever you play a regular match. You're going to get into matches that can be filled to the brim with sweats running meta weapons all game long, mowing you down in like 2 seconds. And then you'll get into games that are chock full of campers and almost every single angle or building with a roof or windows. You can't stop people from playing the way they do, especially when they're given the tools to excel at those playstyles. And I believe that this game is more than intensive on being like that. It's like whatever fun that you might have on this game will be snatched away from you, like taking candy from a baby. One of the more controversial things about this game is its price tag. $70 is a joke. This game in particular should never be considered to be worth $70. All these things that we went over can contribute to this game being worth less than $70, and we didn't even talk about all the bugs and exploits that came with the launch of this game. The instability issues and inconsistencies with the overall experience of the game, like the UI for instance. It's god awful and I hate it. Therefore, I'm going to conclude this video by saying that no, I don't think this game is worth its price. It's very hard to have a fun and decent time on. It can't be played casually very well. Any time that you do have fun on it can be taken away from you almost instantly. And despite there being a good amount of content here, I can't let that one positive fact carry this game into being recommended. I just can't. So friends, I do not think that this game is for casuals, and that is from a casual's perspective. Editing Jack here. I almost forgot to mention some valid counters to a few of the points that I made earlier, so I figure I may as well just throw them in here now while I'm at it and give explanations to why I'm sticking through with my points. The first counter being, why don't you use the meta weapons? I have, and as much fun as they can be sometimes, I personally don't find a lot of joy in using the best of anything in any game. That goes for even when I'm trying to be competitive as well. I like to use underdog weapons or characters in games because of the challenge they provide, and if I'm playing something casually, I'll usually be trying out something that isn't really seen much in game, or if it's something very unique in a sense where they're broadly different from what everyone loves to use, I'll probably gravitate more towards whatever that would be. Secondly, why don't you play with a squad of friends to make the experience more fun? I have also done that. And funny enough, it ended up making the experience worse for me, mainly because my friends and I suffered the game's problems together, and that's not something I'd say is fun, especially in this game. Now, in the case that we never had to deal with that, then I'd say that the question isn't even fair to ask, mainly because if you were to play any game, no matter if it were awful or good, you might still be able to have a good time with your friends, and that could be because of a multitude of different reasons. Things like joking about a bug, helping each other with callouts, maybe letting a friend try out a fully kitted weapon you've got. It doesn't matter what it is, you'll still end up having some small enjoyable moments here and there. So that's why I chose not to include playing this game with friends, and rather reflect off of playing it alone for the most part, so that I can give it a less inflated recommendation. The last thing I think would be a counterpoint would be, why don't you get good? Simple answer, I don't want to. I don't want to play like my life is on the line. I don't want to play like I'm in a tournament trying to win a cash prize. I don't see myself trying to become the thing that's destroying my experience right now. I deal with it almost every match I play, now that I've maxed out my rank, got maybe 3 guns gold, and amassed a total of around 55 hours on the game. I think SBMM definitely has a lot to do with that, but I want to talk about that in an entirely different video, because if we were to talk about it here, this video would be like 30 minutes long. So no, I don't want to get good. I'm playing this game casually. I don't need to be doing insane to have a good time. I shouldn't have to. But in this game, it almost seems like it's a necessity. I want to add one more thing. This game isn't bad at its core. And I know a lot of people are saying that as well, so I want to echo what they're saying because it's true. This COD isn't a completely terrible game. There's definitely something here that has promise, but the results that show right now are covered in dirt. So I'm not saying that this game fucking sucks, I just wish that the game was a lot better than it is right now. And like most games that come out these days, we'll probably have to wait a good amount of time before any problems or technical issues that plague the game get addressed and changed for hopefully the better. Before I end this video, I just want to thank everyone that has been watching my content on this channel and showing their support. It means a lot to me, and I'm very thankful for it. I'm going to be making more videos like this and do my best to have them uploaded frequently because they don't take too long to make. Remember, if you feel like you disagree about something, or hell, if you agree with my takes as well, tell me your thoughts in the comments section, because I know that everyone will have mixed reactions to this game and any other games that I'll cover in this series. So I'll want to see what you have to say about it as well. With that being said, I'll be on my way now. Friends, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video when we cover...
You've captured Zone A.